Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Indian Vedic House. Today we are going to talk to Akshay, who is currently undergoing Ketu Mahadasha. He has already spent around 5 years and 2 more years to go. He is a Gemini ascendant, and his ascendant Lord Mercury is placed in the 11th house in Aries sign in conjunction with Ketu and exalted sun. While he will be sharing his experiences about the Ketu Mahadasha, it will also be interesting to note how an exalted sun, when in conjunction with Ketu, shows results or changes in one's life when the Ketu Mahadasha begins. So stay tuned and watch the whole video. Hi Akshay, welcome to my channel.
Hi, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
So Akshay, I see that you're undergoing Ketu Mahadasha right now, and it started in 2019. So you have already spent 5 years in this dasha, but there are, still 2 more years to go. But I'm assuming that you have already gone through a lot in these 5 years, and that's why you wanted to share your experience with people. So how has
Um,
the journey for you?
Ma'am, it has been pretty tough since the beginning, since 2019, and failures after failures, and it has been 5.5 years almost, and uh, in every field I have failed, and that's why I wanted to share this with others as well, so that they also get an idea what people are going through and how this dasha behaves.
Yeah, first of all, I'm really sorry. I know, Ketu makes us go through experiences and things that none of us want to, and it's a really tough period. But I respect your willingness to share it with other people so that others can feel better while they're going through this experience. And I can see you getting emotional. So I think if you want to take a break, we can.
No, ma'am, no
Yeah.
issues. We can continue.
So would you like to elaborate, like when you say that you have been experiencing failures in all areas, what exactly has happened, Akshay?
Ma'am, when it started in 2019, I just got out of college in 2018. And since the end of 2017, I started my preparation for government exams, and my first attempt was in the year 2019 itself. So after somehow reaching the clearing the prelims exam, the written exam, I reached the interview stage. I failed in 2019. Then 2020, 2021, COVID came, the same thing happened. It takes around 1.5 years for the whole exam process. And I reached the end stage of each and every exam which I prepared for, and I failed the last stage because of just a few marks. And ma'am, before going forward, ma'am, till 2018, I was pretty good at studies. Everything was going pretty well. I got to a college which I wanted, one of the best universities of India, and then I thought it would be very good for me. Like it would be opportunity for me to try for government sector, because the majority of my family members are in government sector jobs. So I also thought I'll go there, but Dasha started in 2019, and I gave my first attempt in 2019. So since then, I have from 2019 till 2022, I gave 4 attempts of different states, but I reached the interview of each and every stage, but could not clear it. And there were issues, having like issues with relatives, issues with friends, the friendships broke. Uh, uh, and since 2023, I started looking for corporate jobs and did not have any luck for the first few months. So it has been a different experience which I never failed. I never used to fail. I was one of the topmost and the brilliant students, to be frank, and all of a sudden everything went downhill. S- Not just with respect to career, with respect to my friends, with respect to relationships, with respect to everything. It just went downhill.
Have you been able to find a corporate job?
Yes, ma'am. I started my job search in January. I got my first job in April. Uh, it was a night shift job, but somehow within 4 years, 4 months, sorry, I had to like quit that because of the politics and because of the pressure. I wasn't able to take it. The night shift as well wasn't. it's working against the nature. 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. It was totally difficult, but since I wasn't getting any opportunities, so I thought I have to like start somewhere. In within 4 months, I lost that job because of the pressure, because of the people, the surroundings. I couldn't adjust to it, and I got then I took a break for around 2 months. Then again, I got a job. That job only lasted for 3 months. Again, some politics happened. I again I wasn't able to adjust to it, and now I've got my third job last week.
Okay. And how is it going for last 1 week? Is it better?
It's better, but I'm still not sure whether for how long this job is going to go on. Because I've been leaving jobs in within a few months, not even 1 year I'm able to manage. So I'm hopeful that it goes on for longer than that.
Of course, yeah, I hope it does. And it will probably, maybe you just have to survive these 2 years. After that, I'm sure your Venus Mahadasha, when it comes, and Venus is exalted in your chart in the 10th house of career. So I'm sure you will have a great career as soon as Ketu gets over. So you said that during COVID, during Ketu Mahadasha, your relationship with your father got ruined. And I see that you have an exalted sun, but it is in conjunction with Ketu. So before Ketu Mahadasha started, how was your relationship with your father?
It was pretty good, ma'am. It was pretty good. Always looked up to him, and but somehow, as when I started giving the exam papers, the competitive exam, the pressure started building up, and also used to get so angry during the COVID times. Also, there was no one to talk to or to go out or to anything. Just had to stay in the house, and I was staying with my family and preparing for exams. So during that time, my relationship got ruined, and it has been like that ever since. It's been three and a half years, and the relationship is like that only. We barely talk, and yeah.
And how about your mom? Your relationship with your mom is fine?
Yeah, that is fine, ma'am. She's the only one who has supported me during this time, and I'm thankful to God that she was there. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to survive this dasha for sure. Only my mom has been with me, and no one else. Actually, no one else was there, and feeling isolated, and for around 4 years living in a room just preparing for exams during COVID as well, and failing each time I failed, and there was no one to like talk to, but only my mom was there. So I think because of her only I'm able to survive.
I'm sure. Moms are blessings.
Yeah. And even I used to get out of control sometimes.
So what do you mean when you say you used to get out of control?
Out of control, ma'am. Anything, if any person has like opposite opinion or views, or they did not agree with me, then I used to shout at them. And I remember I remember one incident when uh, there was some issue with the parking and in the society itself, but till that time people knew that I'm going to get angry, so they stopped talking to me, stopped saying anything to me, and I used to shout at each and everyone whoever was there.
So these anger
And
issues and getting out of control, because now you have realized that it all happened. Is there an improvement in this, or do you still get those anger fits?
no, no, ma'am, there has been an improvement, and I just try to control myself. I don't talk, I don't say anything, because I know that if it starts again, then I'm going to say something and which people are not going to like. They're going to start hating me again. So it's better that I stay and keep my mouth shut, and just get on with it. Rather than interacting with people, it's better to live your own life. And especially during this dasha.
And when did you learn that you were going through Ketu Mahadasha?
Ma'am, in 2021, for the third time I failed, and I didn't know what to do at that time. My relationship ships got ruined, and I had no one to talk to. So that's when I started consulting astrologers one day after the other, and that's when I started learning that this is also something. Before Ketu Dasha started, I never really went to temples and all those things because my parents only forced me to go. But uh, in 2021, when I got to know that there is something called Ketu as well, and I'm going through that dasha, and I started researching on it on the internet, watching videos, reading articles, as much knowledge as I could gather about it, I did, and then that's when I realized that uh, I'm not the one who's controlling my life, and I have to surrender and start praying to God.
God has strange ways to push people towards spirituality. 11th house is also the house of desires. So, getting any desire fulfilled during this period is going to be difficult.
Yes, ma'am. Before 2021, I had made so many plans that once I'm going to do this, I'm like I just got out of college, I'm going to get a job and this and that. And in 2021, I got to know that I'm going through the Ketu Mahadasha. That's when I thought that till the time this is over, I'm not even going to try. So I had so many dreams and aspirations, materialistic and everything, but now I've also realized that there is no point.
And because you have exalted sun and then sun and Ketu conjunction, I'm assuming that you must have been a very confident person before Ketu Mahadasha started, but since then you have lost your confidence as well. Is that correct?
Exactly, ma'am. One of the most I still remember that when I didn't knew about the Ketu Mahadasha, I used to ask myself that when am I going to get the confidence back? I used to be something else. Now I'm something else. The confidence, the self-respect, the self-esteem, everything has gone down. I want to be at peace with my life, and hopefully I'll be able to survive the next 2 years as well.
Absolutely, you will be.
I used to be so career oriented at one point that even if I get few marks less, then I used to start fighting with the teachers, with everyone, and I used to be very competitive. And how does like the other person has this and I don't have it, and made so many plans. But this Ketu Mahadasha has transformed me so much, and it has made me humble. And yeah, that's pretty much it, ma'am.
In a way, I think it's good. All of us should experience Ketu. The only thing I feel is that instead of having it for 7 years, if you could have the 1 year Ketu Mahadasha and learned all the lessons and get done with it, it would have been so
Yeah.
much better.
Yeah, exactly. 1 or 2 years at max, and not at this stage when I just got out of college and making all the plans about life, and then again it came, and everything just changed.
But yeah, not in our control, so we just have to deal with it. But wish you all
Yes.
the best for your Venus Mahadasha and for the next 2 years, as I said. And thank you so much for coming on my channel, Akshay.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. You're doing a great work. Whenever I used to feel sad, and I used to look at the videos in your channel, and it that gave me hope that others are also going through it, and they have somehow managed to pass the Ketu Dasha, and changes are coming in the Venus Dasha. So whenever I get sad or whenever I feel low, I do watch all the videos in on your channel, and thanks a lot for doing this for us. And yeah, I want others to just somehow manage these 7 years, and things hopefully are going to change one day.
Absolutely. Thank you, Akshay. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you everyone for watching the whole video. I hope you liked it. If you did, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.